Hey, what's up? What up?
Yo,
What up?
yo, 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 what up, what up, what up? What up, what up, what up?
It's the good. Oh, my bad. It's the hustle. It's the hustle. It's the hustle. It's the Hustle Chronicles. Woo! Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, y'all. Season 3. Season 3. We in these
Yeah,
B.
yeah, we in here, we in
What
here.
up? What up?
What up?
This your boy AJ.
It's your boy Tyler.
And this is the Hustle
Hustle
Chronicles,
Chronicles, man.
man.
Yeah, let me give us a hand clap for that. You know what I'm saying? We
I'm
back,
gonna
we
do my
back,
best
we back.
Jocelyn impression. Shout out to Josh. Shout out to Josh. And
Yeah,
she
man,
listening with us, girl.
we back for another episode, man. What episode? Episode 44.
Yep, episode 44. Big four foes.
44.
Foes on tip. Wolves
Um,
gripping.
Before we start, I want to give a shout out to today is Happy Founders Day to the Luscious, aka Sorority Incorporated. Y'all.
Ace.
And
Ski. Ski.
tomorrow is our sisters, sorority sisters, 85 Beta Sorority Incorporated. Shout out to them as well.
Shout out to
And
V5B.
IB,
I
your
said my soror. You
yeah, boy,
looking good today.
yeah. Yeah, I'll give y'all. Let me give y'all both a hand clap for that.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to my Sans, my LSs, Spring
Yeah,
08.
yeah. Shout out to my LSD row, Fall 11 up in here.
Yeah.
Um,
Romeo, FC.
yeah. And when this comes out, by the time this comes out on that day, actually, no, not on that day. Never mind. But either way, early shout out. By the time y'all hear this, this will be past. But early shout out to
Yep.
Martin Luther King, Martin Luther King Day. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to MLK.
Okay, Day.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember, man? And this is one thing I missed. Do you remember we start going to MLK parade and we?
Man, I do miss those, bro. Like just being out there with the people, being out there with the different cultures.
Man, I missed that. We gotta go. We're gonna
Sorority,
go back and do. We're
walking
gonna
the
go back.
parade. We was the only one who was really like from our chat just doing that. Like we was just mobbing out there. Like LA, we here on Martin Luther King
We
Street.
definitely gotta go back and
Hmm.
go do that for sure.
I wonder if they doing it this year. I didn't even check.
I don't know with these LA
They ain't said nothing.
fires going on, which we will talk about.
Yeah.
Will
Yeah, we mentioned it in the last episode, but the fires is definitely going crazy. Well, they put them out. Hopefully, I don't know if they put out all of them, but the big ones they put out, I think.
no, I'll see. But before we get to that segue, we have some questions for y'all. We did ask some questions, and we'll be doing this. We'll ask just for more involvement.
Hmm.
Part of the questionnaire from last episodes just to see what the masses think. What were the questions there, Jay?
So the question was, the first question was, do you think podcasting is dead? Because if y'all remember in the last episode, we talked about the state of podcasting. Is it growing? Is it dying out?
Yeah,
So we asked that question, and we appreciate all you guys' feedback because that's what we what I mean. We want the community involvement. We want to see what y'all
right.
think. And I appreciate Shanique and Kimberly. They answered on our at the Hustle Chronicles Instagram. Y'all can follow that page. We're active on there.
Right.
And they said that no, that is growing, so it's not dead. They both said the same thing. So we appreciate
I
that.
agree. Appreciate that.
On also someone else who answered that question was shout out to my guy, my pro fight, Summer Ofo, Principal P.
My man.
Shout out.
He also answered that. He said no, it's growing as well. Y'all can tune into his new radio station that he started, R&B vibes. So shout out to him. And one person did say yes, it's over with, and that's my boy Mike Bennett. I think I remember from high school, if I'm not mistaken. So he answered that, and yeah, I guess he thinks it's over with, it's done for.
Wow.
Maybe he doesn't listen to podcasts.
Yeah, we appreciate those. Let me give an air horn for that. Let me get, we appreciate that.
Yeah.
We'll appreciate the involvement.
There's one more question about the fires, but we'll include that at the end of our award segment.
Oh, you want to get into it?
Yeah, definitely. But before that,
all right.
We did talk about it being in the beginning of the year, and I asked a question today on X, and you guys can find us on X too, about what's your one word for the year. And mine was excellence. Tyler, his was focus.
Yeah.
And the homegirl Shanique, again, with the participation. We appreciate you, girl. Hers was execution.
Right.
Imagine putting those three together.
Powerful. Makes one hell of a hustle.
Right.
One hell of a hustle. And I'm actually more curious to see more of those answers. So we'll probably post that again as a one just to see more.
Yep, it's still up. So this is not a live recording, but maybe one day we'll be live.
Right.
You guys can go ahead and chime in on the chat and stuff. Put the W's in the chat.
Maybe that will only be reserved for our Patreon who actually pay to give them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Subscribe to the Patreon channel. I'm about to put some lotion on, bro. My face look ashy and stuff. Your boy got to look handsome.
All right.
Handsome. But let's get into it, man.
All right. Well, let's get into it. Let me cue it up real quick.
Oh yeah, there we go.
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff. It didn't happen.
Oh, word?
Word? Oh, word? Oh, word? I love that one. I like that one.
All right. With this word segment, as we alluded to, as we keep talking about, these California fires. They started. Oh, forgive me.
Like the 2nd of January, or like it was quick after the New Year's.
Quick after the New Year's. I want to say what the.
No. It wasn't the first week. It was the second week of.
It was a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago.
I would say like January 7th, somewhere around there.
I may have to look it up to be accurate, but either way, yes, they did start.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's been bad. It's been bad for everybody who has stayed, and I don't even know where. Hold on, wait a minute. I want to give y'all the accurate.
Well, there's two areas. There's the Palisades fire. That was one of the biggest ones. And then there's the Eaton fire. And that was a really big one, too. The Eaton fire is very controversial. We got a question for y'all coming up for that one. But
January 7th. On January 7th,
it was
fires.
Yeah,
it started in Los Angeles, the metropolitan area and surrounding regions.
Mm-hmm.
And it said as of January 15th, there's been 4 fires that remain active, including the 2 largest. Out of 30 fires, 26 have been controlled, though. So that's good with that. That's great. I want to give a hand clap for that.
Shout out to the firefighters fighting on the front lines. Shout out to my cousin, Lil Derek, and all the EMTs, airplane pilots, police officers.
Yes. Shout out,
Everybody that's just trying to help that
shout
situation.
out to all the surrounding cities and
Mm-hmm.
surrounding states that have come to
Yep.
help aid with that.
Even Mexico's.
Yeah, it's in a lot of that too. Shout out to that for real. That really shows unity of it all. Part of the hustle out here is helping community. Part of the hustle is you know helping where you can, being a service to people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I love when disasters happen, and let me not say it that way because I hate that. That sounds bad.
Ho, brother, ho.
Damn, Tyler.
You got too much dip on your chip.
Triumph can meet tragedy. That's
Yeah.
we can turn that around. You know what I'm saying? And when you're seeing like least likely sources that you never think about that will help, shout out to that. Shout out to the firefighters. Shout out to the surrounding cities, surrounding states. Shout out to people going and actually from different states going there volunteering. Shout out to, and hopefully we can get some for y'all, some like resources, and we can look up some stuff that if you want to help, you want to donate, places you can go down there and you can donate, you know what I'm saying, just for people that's around in that area of LA, or if you're coming to LA, there are a lot of places you can donate to, places you can help, places you can donate clothes, food, money, and shout out to churches who have donated money. Shout out to all that. I want to give y'all, the biggest, round of applause that I'm gonna give y'all and the air horn. Shout out.
Can I give the people some stats, brother?
You can for sure. Take it away.
Okay, so just to give some context, guys, how big this fire was. The Palisades fire, 23,713 acres have been burnt up.
My God.
Currently, this is as of today, January 15th, 2,191 structures have been confirmed destroyed, and 12,000 or 397 structures are damaged, and 12,250 structures are still being threatened. They only got about 20% of the fire contained, so it's still kind of burning, like maybe like little embers and stuff, the little brush fire, not brush fires, but like how it's burning and it's still like kind of lit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's still going. Fatalities, people who've actually lost their lives, at least 25 people have been confirmed died in the last week. So dang, bro, I don't even know what to say to that. Like, it feels like insensitive if I just say RIP, but like, damn.
Yeah.
Me,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's one fire. And just to give a little bit more context, so if you guys have ever been to Los Angeles or downtown LA, big area, the fire is actually like almost 2 times or one, like maybe 1.5 or 2 times bigger than downtown LA. So that's the whole downtown LA, not just half of it, the whole downtown LA.
It was funny, not funny, but when people have come back home to LA, or you can see, when you fly over different cities or states and stuff, you can see the environment. That's some people love to do that when they coming in.
Yeah.
You've seen LA when those things is happening. I heard when you just seen all that fire, my God, it was something like people have never seen before. They were devastated. Like people really didn't know how bad it was because some people were gone. and they just heard about it. They live there. So when they were coming back, flying over and actually seeing it.
Right. Yeah. And then the pictures are wild. Maybe on the YouTube video, I can upload some pictures so y'all can see that. And then also, that's one fire, guys. So the Eaton fire, the one that's in Altadena and Pasadena, this one, 14,117 acres have been burned. About 45% containment. So it's almost halfway contained. So still going. Currently, 4,627 structures have been destroyed. 486 structures damaged. 28,828 structures still being threatened. And it's just crazy. When I say structures, I mean homes, businesses, schools, libraries, complete cities, just like
all going down.
Yeah. And that one actually hit very close to home for me because my grandmother grew up. Well, my grandmother, when she came from Honduras and she moved to LA, she bought her first home in Pasadena, and it's on Glen Street. So when they were playing the fires, they was like, "Oh, it's on Montana and Glen." I'm like, "Oh shit, what?" Like it kind of shook me for a second because I'm like, "Damn, that's on my grandma's street." And I'm thinking like, "Oh, dang, is my grandma's house gonna get burned now?" And she doesn't live there no more. She passed away. God bless her soul. I didn't want that house to burn down because I'm like, we grew up there. We have Thanksgivings. It's a family house. We all, cousins, uncles, aunties. That's the house.
Yeah.
So, it just hit close to home, and I'm sure it hit close to home for a lot of people.
That's what, and that's what I want to ask before I get into even the celebrity. Like for you personally, did you know people personally up there who lost their homes or anything like that? Because for me, I know a couple of people. Actually, one is one of my line sisters. One of her name Yasmin. Her father, her family, they lost their home.
Wow.
Now it's a GoFundMe. But my heart goes out to it. I know other few people who were scared. They live out there. They're scared they would have to evacuate. Luckily they haven't. And I heard the fires kind of like died down where they were. But yeah, I was wondering if you know anything.
I do. One of my mom's close friends, and one of my childhood friends growing up. She's like my big sister. Their home, a couple of them actually burnt up. I think it's one of them, but they got multiple homes because she's like a lawyer and stuff, so she's kind of big time. Well, she's not kind of, she is big time, but their home, some of their homes got burnt up. I think it was maybe one. And, she was distraught. She was on Instagram crying and stuff. And I was just like, just don't worry about it. It's going to be okay. Like just trying to comfort her. And some of my mom's clients, because, we're both real estate agents. And her clients, some of her clients' homes got burnt up in the area too. So, even though my grandmother's house didn't get burnt up, like, it was still felt, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, prayers up. I've been praying every night. Just, quick couple words to God, like just help the people out there, keep them good.
Yeah. And there are, continue. I'm sorry.
Oh, you good. Go ahead. Do your thing.
I was saying, on top of that, there are these celebrities who lost their houses. A few, like Adam Brody and
Janae,
Bill Pratt, Paris Hilton.
Yep, JJ Redick, coach of the Lakers.
Mandy Moore, Mel Gibson. Certain people, they have really lost their homes. And what I want to bring up, because it is unfortunate and it should be prayers for them. And it should, and I speak for when you say prayers for that, like really be praying, because
for sure.
I don't care if you're rich or poor, celebrity, regular person or not. This is tragic, and shame on people who have looked at this situation for celebrities and think that just because they have money and their resources that they are okay, or like they needed this to happen for some humble moment, or to, what that speaks of? That speaks of you being a very jealous person, envious and insecure. And if you think you'll have that type of heart and God will bless what you have, and you looking at situations like that and you're seemingly not feeling bad for it, that's not your call to make on how the people should feel about someone's tragedy based on the color of their skin, their tax bracket, their rich and famous stature in that, or anything. That is horrible. And I want to say I was very disappointed when I was hearing people like that say that. You know what I'm saying? People think that, and I get it, you want to believe that, but you got to understand, like, people still have homes and houses. They still have memories. They have stuff they cannot get back.
Yeah.
They may be rich and they may have the resources to, but they have, memory, their family ties there. They're things that's so personal to them. They can't get back.
Yeah.
Memories you can't get back.
And it throws their life off, you know what I mean? Like, instead of them being on their hustle and on their grind, it's like that's a big setback, and some people might end up homeless, which that was their only home,
And insurance ain't covering most of that stuff.
Yeah.
Insurance is not gonna no, it's not.
Yeah,
People probably gonna have to literally relocate. Getting that stuff back.
Yeah, and if the insurance, well, we'll talk about it because insurance have pulled out of the California area because of the high risk of wildfires. Some people are not even going to be able to get reinsured, when they build a new home. You know what I mean? If they're able to even build a home, because the Eaton fire, that Altadena area, there's a lot of Black people. I'm not saying that they're all not well off, but some people are not able to buy a new home right away just like that. You know what I mean? So if they don't receive some kind of compensation for their homes, then they're just going to be asked out. You know what I mean? And how that could set you back years, because it takes those years just to get home.
Yeah, exactly.
And some of them are passed down through generations, inheritance. So, it's unfortunate, but the State Farm was one of the ones who pulled out. I think there was others. So that insurance is very key. I got some tips on, earthquake and fire insurance to help you get your claim. But some of these people, I'm hearing stories that they're not able to put in a claim. They're getting the runaround, a lot of different stuff. So, it's just bad. It's just all around bad over there right now. And
speaking of, and even
people,
and speaking of that, and this is the thing, man, I know people have a quarrel. How do you think this looks for government, for the government, like Government Newsom? How do you think that this looks with that? Because while all this was going on, where was it?
You talking about Mayor Karen Bass?
Yeah, her.
Yeah, she didn't look good in this situation. None of the government looked good.
But Government Newsom, I don't get off the but she was in what was this lady?
She was in Ghana during the whole fires. She was in Ghana. I think it might have been vacation or might have been assignment for some kind of political reason, but she was in Ghana while all this stuff was going on. And Gavin Newsom, he didn't look good. Poor leadership. People were saying that there wasn't enough fire hydrants. There was no water in the
Crazy.
fire hydrants. So
We by the Pacific Ocean.
yeah, right. We were really right by it.
Like,
Like 15, 20 minutes away, 30 minutes at
how
most.
do we run out of the water resource?
And those fire hydrants weren't, some of them, not only was it not a lot of fire hydrants in some of those areas, especially like Altadena, Pasadena, like maybe one to every other block or something like that. But imagine not some of them not even having water coming out of them. So the firefighters weren't able to contain and get to as much. And then for those of you guys who don't live in California, the Santa Ana winds are right now, which is why it got so big and moved so fast, because the wind is coming through the mountain passage and going through the city. So it's just blowing everywhere. Ambers are flying on houses, and it's going crazy. It's just like a real wildfire, bad conditions, and these firefighters and EMTs in there are trying to fight, and they don't have the necessary tools to combat it.
Yeah. And then, and then the other hand, then you got the community really looking, for our leaders to do something. And they're like,
Yeah,
hey,
they can't do shit.
but
We're
they're like,
prepared.
but the community feels like you can.
Hmm.
And this just shows your lack of leadership. And that sucks when you feel like, I vote for these people, tax it, go to this stuff.
Hmm.
And when they really need y'all,
Yeah, nah, that nigga, excuse me, Elon Musk was going in on him, and Trump was.
first
Everybody,
of all, Trump is ignorant. I never heard him say some
yeah,
ignorant stuff about something he was saying something like, well, if we had more, something about if we had more firefighters in some way or something like that. It was something like totally like had nothing to do with the
yeah,
state of like just it was no like, hey, put this aside. This is a problem that we need to fix. It was, I don't remember, but I was like, I'm not even surprised. It's just like Trump to just, that's who he is. He's going to just say whatever he wants. He gonna say some crazy outlandish things. I'm like, even if what he said was true, probably not the right time to say it. I'm like, bro.
Well, he did
Like,
mention something very informative though that I didn't even know about. There was a bill passed in Congress of California, and basically this might be one of the reasons why we didn't have enough water. And the bill is to protect this one little fish, like it's a environmental law, and it protects is the water coming up from, like, I don't know, I want to say it's like Canada or something, but it's from like some kind of reservoir, and it goes down into like California, and we can have that water, but it flows, instead of going into like the cities, it flows out into the ocean. So it's like to protect this fish. I can't remember the name of the fish, but it's like a small little fish. And they've passed stuff like this before, because even you can't buy rat poison anymore, because the animals eat the rats, and then the animals end up dying, like eagles and like lions. So they're trying to protect the wildlife, but in this case, instead of them having enough water from the reservoirs, they have shortages because they're trying to protect that fish. And it's like a little small fish. I don't know what the impact of it, but
I,
you mentioned
I,
that.
I say, damn the fish. Damn the fish. I honestly, like, I am not
Let me see if
I care about animals. What?
no, I was gonna say I'm trying to figure out the name of the fish.
Oh, I care about animals, but I do not care about animals more than I care about humans. Okay, that's just me. Okay, like I don't. I'm sorry. Like, like if I'm on the road driving and some tragic accident or car crash potentially it can happen. Like I'm driving and I'm thinking about in that split second, well, is it my survival? Am I worried about this animal in the street survival? I'm probably picking me. The animal just gonna have to die. I'm sorry, but it's either them or me. I just care about humans more. Not that I don't care about the animals, but look, like we talk about the humanity here, like, and that, that just,
Yeah, that's the most important thing. You want to protect human life
right.
over, wildlife. I'm all for the animals too. I love animals. Like I'm an animal lover. Like if you look at my X feed or like my, especially my X feed, all you see is a lot of animal like stuff. Like even my Facebook too. Like they got stuff that they doing horses.
AJ, what's your favorite animal?
My favorite animal. Dang, that's a good question. Ooh, that's tough. That is tough. I love eagles. I love lions. Any of the cat species, I love. Of course, dogs. I'm probably dog. I'll probably have to say dogs. Yeah, I love dogs.
That's such a basic.
Yeah, I love dogs, bro. I ain't.
Anyway.
So the fish is called a smelt.
A smelt?
Yeah, a smelt.
Well, let the smelt melt.
Yeah, it like this big, like
let the melt in the fire because I don't give a damn.
Like,
let the smelt melt.
Yeah, it look like fish you look to fish with to catch bigger fish.
Let the smelt melt.
What's your favorite animal, bro?
The cheetah.
Okay, nice. That's a good one.
It used to be a snapping turtle.
Yeah,
only because I used to love Ninja Turtles a lot when I used to. That's probably why I love pizza so much because they used to eat a lot too. It probably has something to do. They played a definitely role in my life. Weird enough, but yeah, it used to be a snapping turtle. Hell,
I like elephants. Elephants are dope.
Yeah, elephants. They remember everything, and I'm curious about that. Like, what do they know? Like, if they could talk, I would wonder what they would say. Like,
yeah. Chimpanzees are probably like the smartest, like gorillas and chimpanzees.
You see, Planet of the Apes is why we just don't need that to happen.
Yeah. And then, of course, I got to go with my team, Miami Dolphins. They're smart too. I really want to explore like ocean wildlife more. That really has my interest and curiosity.
Have you ever swum with dolphins before?
No. One day. We'll see. One more thing about the fire, bro, before we move on. So there's been like this theory going on that I don't know if people know, but like when California was built and like there was a lot of black people that were trying to escape Jim Crow areas, and they moved to like the Altadena area, and that Altadena area has been a lot of prominent black families, and it was like the majority of people up there was black. Now it's about 40% white because like gentrification, people moving out, selling their homes. Yeah, so now it's down to about 9% black, but still a lot of good amount of black people live in like the Altadena, Pasadena area, even Hispanics too. So there's this theory that my uncle was talking about and my mom, other people, they've been and we did a poll, and I'll tell the poll real quick too, that the fires in Altadena and Pasadena's were set on fire on purpose. Yeah. So basically to get the black people and the brown people out of that area so they can kind of take over that area. Because if you know LA is congested.
So they have as subtle ways that government and other things have tried to move the people of color out of communities. So we just going wild with it now.
Yeah,
we're just going like, oh, well, this ain't working. Y'all like,
yeah, we about to burn this shit down.
Let's do something more drastic. Let's see if y'all can recover from this fire. What?
God damn, Cletus. All
Yo,
right.
this world is sick.
Yeah.
This world is sick.
Well, we've had stuff in the past like Black Wall Street got burned down in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So I'm not saying it's not impossible, but like, it's kind of like, damn, that's a lot to just
All, all,
some people out of homes.
all I'm
They're
saying
already
is
getting gentrified.
there's a lot of sort of ways that they have tried to implement things to make us even kill ourselves within community,
Hmm.
just to kill us off out of the communities, right? It's
Yeah.
a lot of things that they have just
Yeah.
thrown at us to make us think it's good for us, but actually it has. They knew it would be more detrimental and kill us off more than because they couldn't move us. But now you just like, oh, all right, let's
Yeah.
try to take it up a notch. That is sick.
But they did. I ain't gonna say it's not impossible because there was about 40 arrests that were made just from like
Good.
both fires. Because people, when they see all the craziness, they like, I'm about to light some shit too. You know what I mean? And
You
I
know,
see that they try to blame some of it on immigrants and stuff. So I don't know if there's like, this is like the whole political game and stuff. So
yeah, yeah. That's,
I thought it was crazy. But I just want to shout out a couple of people who answered this. Miguel,
all right.
Mike, Bennett again, James Brown, that's my cousin, Big Rich, Jess, Reese, shout out CSUSB, Shanique again, and Kalia too. Shout out to her too. So I put the poll up. Do you think it was on purpose? And the answers were, fuck yeah, excuse my language. No, it wasn't on purpose, just a conspiracy theory or just a natural disaster. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 said, yeah. So they're like, hell yeah, they did that on purpose.
Fuck
Wow.
Yeah, people going for it. The only one who said it was a natural disaster was Mike Bennett. So
Well,
he a different thinker, man.
yeah, these all
Yeah,
conspiracy thinkers out here for sure.
yeah. Which side you leaning on?
It was a natural disaster, man. Anyway, I did know.
Yeah, I think it's
You
a
know,
disaster
if you
too.
know the signs behind the wind and how that works and how
Hmm.
it perpetuates of these things, yes.
Yeah, I think it was a natural disaster. Maybe even an act of God. You never
Right.
even know.
I'm not even getting to that. I
Yeah,
could, but I'm not even getting to that because religious
yeah,
people, like people, y'all getting on my nerves too. And I am Christian, okay? But point blank period, we don't know God, how he think. His is far more superior. We don't know his motives, anything else.
yeah,
Moves how he want to, so we don't even try to think for
yeah,
him. He can do it on his own.
yeah. Let go and let God.
That's all I'm
I
saying.
heard a lady on Earn Your Leisure's Market Monday. She was saying like, "This was me releasing my home. This is me releasing my material possessions and like welcoming whatever new prosperity. Because what comes from the ashes is usually growth. Sometimes you gotta kill off something to grow. You know what I mean? That goes into like the hustle. You know what I mean? Like you gotta burn the old habits to build
Yeah,
new.
symbolism. Glad you can
Yeah.
take it and use it as symbolism.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool what she said. But yeah, shout out to y'all for participating in the polls, man. I'm really like,
Shout out
thank y'all.
to
Make
it for
sure y'all
sure.
join the Facebook group too.
Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. But yeah, moving on to our next segment, the hustle segment. Let me cue that up too.
Yes, sir.
I love the game. I love the hustle, man.
Yeah, man, I love the game. I love the hustle.
Before you start, can I do a little shameless plug?
I guess you don't want to wait to the end. You want to wait now? Go ahead.
Just real quick, if you guys want some more information on like housing and like home warranty stuff and how you can protect yourself and what things you should do in case of an emergency like that, listen to my podcast, the Adam Podcast, on my Adam Center YouTube. I'll put that in the show notes, just so y'all can get more equipped. And like, even if you're trying to relocate and if you've been affected by this fire, let me help you out. Like, you know what I mean? I'm here for you guys. You guys are always in my prayers. I'm sure Tyler as well. Like, reach out to us. We are a part of the community too. So if we can help, we will. And I'm gonna try to donate. I know Tyler's probably gonna try to donate whatever he can too. So, you know, even if it's a couple of bucks, you guys, this is community. So, you know, if we don't help our people, who will? So shout out to my mom too. She helped some people during that time too. So yeah. Anyway, sorry about that, Ty. I had to.
No. That's good information, man. I'm glad you brought that up. So shout out to Dr. Boykins. You know, he's, if you don't know, he had the PhD. He's done like wealth building. He's all into putting he's all for Black wealth. Just point blank period. And I seen a statement. I don't know if I can really find it, but I'll paraphrase it, I guess. It caught our eye, and it said, he basically made the point. He was saying the Black community won't succeed as long, you know, as its most famous, how we make money, how we conduct of a brighter future, basically, if there's only like comedians, athletes, and artists. So if we're only in like, you know, the sports field and the entertainment field and stuff like that, we won't truly succeed. And I guess the question is, do you agree with that?
Okay. You want me to answer first, or you want to answer first?
You first. Go ahead. Take it away.
I am going to disagree.
Okay.
I'm going to disagree. Fame is only one thing. I feel like fame is like, it's a real thing, you know, but those people who are famous are usually people who like got famous by like doing something, like whether it's acting or they play basketball and make, you know, on the sports, they like rap, make music, you know, that's cool. That's their niche. You know what I mean? So they're basically entertainers. So that's entertainment. So of course they're gonna be famous. There's other people like professionals, career people, doctors, lawyers, teachers, realtors, artists, you know, the list goes on and on. Firefighters, you know, people that help the community. These people are kind of like the backbones. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I think what Dr. Boyce is trying to allude to is that he's saying if we keep idolizing these people, we're not going to have enough of the career professionals to kind of be the backbones of society or our community. Because if we keep idolizing LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, who I love, you know, Lil Baby, Future, Drake, Kendrick.
Yeah, I get it.
More children are going to want to aim towards that instead of aiming towards being the professionals, which we need. But I think you need all of it. So I don't mind that these guys are famous because of what they do. Like, shoot, I enjoy entertainment as much as the next person. I think entertainment is necessary because sometimes you do need to kind of find a little outlet, a little escape from your everyday life, you know? And, you know, it's cool to watch, you know, or listen to. Music is so necessary. Music is life right there. Like I can't go do anything without. I can do anything stuff without music, but like I wouldn't be where I am without music, or sports. Like sports help me train myself into doing discipline, shaping my life. You learn so much from playing sports as a kid, team sports, basketball, youth leagues, baseball, all that. Like it builds discipline, teamwork, leadership, you name it. You know what I mean? So I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. I just think we should give more variety and horizons. Like instead of only introducing your kids to music or sports, maybe get them in gymnastics is a sport, huh? Get them into science. Maybe get them into business, entrepreneurship, like me and you, podcasting. Give them different outlets so they can have a choice of or a a broader horizon of what they can do in life. But
Yeah.
if all they see, to Dr. Boyce's point, is the rappers and ball players and the actors, the movie actors, then maybe that's all they think they can do that's going to be successful, because these guys got, it's like the nigga in the hood who got all the bread and he a drug dealer. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm about to be, that's how you make it. I'm about to be in drug dealer too. Let me get it, put me on the block. I'm about to be
Which can be also be influenced, and definitely which could also be influenced by music, but that's all.
So I think that's what he's getting, is that influence. That's all they're seeing. But if you're a parent and you're the biggest influence on your kid's life. If you don't expose them to things, then how would they even know? You got to expose them to different avenues, different stuff. That way they didn't know they can do other things other than what Dr. Boyce mentioned. So that's my little cake on that. I just disagree that like we won't succeed
Yeah.
if that's all. You know what I mean? Like I think we have to
Oh, you really
hold
think
ourselves more accountable.
so if we just had that alone without all the other professions, we just had entertainers, artists, and all whatever else he said about it. Athletes, entertainers, artists, just that alone.
Mm-hmm.
You think so? You saying you disagree? You think that we could succeed just by that alone?
No, I'm saying that we can succeed even though these are the
Those are the
most
most
famous.
probably.
Yeah, these are the most famous people in our community. Because there's people like Don Peoples, one of the richest black men in America, in the world. Robert Smith, one of the richest black men in the world. These are business owners. You know what I mean? Developers. But they don't get that fame and spotlight like the entertainers. They're not on TV every day.
Right.
So, maybe if they were, they'd get more.
Yeah, and I think that would be my argument as far as this goes, because it can be the most if, like, I'm okay with being that's the most if that's the standard, if they are continually giving back to the community.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel. Like, but if they're not and they're just now, and there's not me pocket watch or nothing, do what you want with your money. I understand. They come some come from these communities, so they're always gonna have a goal of I've been hustling all my life trying to get to a point. Now I got a family. Now I can build generational wealth. But I also think it should come full circle into helping more or less fortunately. If you have more, I think it's responsibility to like to serve more. Um, you know what I'm saying? That's the only reason I would feel like that. And if they are, then that's what I would agree with. Like I said, like I love music. I grew up on it. I used to make some music. I loved.
Still,
Sports. I want to be an NBA player when I grew up. I had the real hoop dreams. I really did. I wanted to be that. That's what I aspired to be. But maybe that speaks to maybe maybe that speaks to our lack of other superheroes that have no capes.
Mm-hmm.
That maybe that speaks to people who didn't have, you know, father figures in their lives who didn't aspire to be like them, or local people that they couldn't look up to be like them, in more what we say realistic chances to be.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody can be, athletes, entertainers, and artists. Let's be real. Everybody can be that. We
Yeah.
probably have dreams of that, but that used to be a hard. It still is in certain cases, but that used to be a hard place to get in. Everybody wants it, but and even some people who got in these industries, they probably didn't. They didn't last long in those industries.
Yep.
On average, they
A
didn't.
lot of them.
It's very few that have a longevity careers in
Mm-hmm.
entertainment, being an athlete or an art or a music artist. They
Yeah, for
even
sure.
if they make it. So I can also blame there's just a lack of other people in other professions that don't give us something to look up to.
Yeah.
That don't give us like, hey, well, I want to be a doctor instead of that, or I want to be, a lawyer, or I want to be, something like that, like a veterinarian, whatever. These things they're all looked over and are not really glorified a lot, and we show it. Even how the payment disparity, we shows how much we don't really glorify it. I'll
Mm-hmm.
never get over the fact how athletes get paid all this money, but doctors and lawyers and firefighters don't get paid that much.
Teachers, all
And
that.
these are the local heroes that keep the community growing, that
Mm-hmm.
help the community the most, I feel like.
Yeah. So I think that's probably what he's trying to get. We should glorify those guys rather than the athletes and actors and musicians. Do you think? And also too, to your point, those career positions too. You have much more longevity in those. You know what I
You
mean?
do.
People do them for years, a lot
Right.
of times. So do you think like how do you think we can get more children to want to be those type of things? Other.
You you keep the conversation going and you show them more. You just show them more. You show them through, like, on TV, what they read about, what they learn about in school. You expose them more. You drown that in, and you show them how, in a real practical way, how cool it can be.
Yeah. And what oh, and also like I was add on to that just to piggyback, get like more mentorship, you know what I mean, and groups, communities, like to kind of help build that up, you know what I mean?
For real.
Because there's not enough adults that are like reaching back to help these kids, showing them a different path.
Yeah.
I mean, you might have that one or two, but you don't got like multiple people, communities building these kids up. You know what I mean? And that's leadership, fatherhood,
Yeah.
motherhood, all that stuff, telling their kids like, no, go down this path, do
Right.
this. Like the Asians and Chinese, they on it tough
Yeah.
from day one. Like you about to be an engineer, you about to be a scientist, you about to be a computer
But
specialist.
you got to understand that dynamic. The dynamic with that is different than what
Mm-hmm.
they cherish more. If even a family dynamic to have those conversations, and it's like, I didn't grow up with a fatherhood, so I grew up with like father figures, but I didn't grow up with a father and a mother in a household structurally to say like this is important.
Yeah.
My family just let me believe in the hoop dream.
Kobe.
When the hoop dream didn't happen, I was crushed. I didn't know where to go or what to do.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like I didn't have a realistic talk like what will be your plan A or plan B.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't, and so and I don't feel like even there was any sacrifice like really pouring into me to make sure like, hey, he's gonna be a real hooper. I'm gonna put him in all these programs. But like, it wasn't even a real pour into like that. So what happens? It just, and if they're not doing nothing themselves with it, it's like, well, then all they're gonna worry about, we'll just get a regular 9 to 5 and you can just
Mm-hmm.
provide. But that's not really, to me, making a real impact as far as a profession that really feels like a fulfillment to ever give back to a
Yeah.
group. But one thing even you can do is give back. It starts with having children and raising them, like we talked about.
Yeah.
Because if you grow the children, you grow the next generation.
Yeah. And you grow the community.
Grow the community like that.
Yeah. Even to this day. You know, a lot of people put their kids in sport. You're going to be the next Bron. You're going to be the next Kobe, you know, training them up. Like, even they want them to pursue that type of stuff, but we should be telling them to pursue these other things, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So it's a generational thing. So I think that's something we probably have to change, man, like to help the community grow. But I wanted to ask you, what was your influences growing up? Like,
well, that's what I was saying, alluding to. Like, my influences, I didn't really have. My influence, actually, one big influence that helped me was it was Kobe Bryant.
Kobe.
I said it on one of the earlier podcast episodes when Kobe died, and we did it. Like, that was literally, like, to this day, that was my biggest. I tried to really embody him on the court, but as I got older, I really tried to to his words and like his hustle, about him grinding and his motivation, and now what, as a competitor, as an athlete, as someone who was determined to reach his goals and be the best, like that fervor, like I tried to adopt that mentality in everything I did. So he was everything to me because I didn't have that someone to look forward to. Like, that's what I want to be when I grow up. That's something inspiring. That was, Kobe is forever my goal, my someone who really influenced me. That's, no one else put nothing in front of me to do anything to have an influence. No, no doctor, no lawyer, no one ever.
Yeah, you didn't see it. The exposure.
I found it through basketball. I found it through him. I looked at that and found it. That was my influence.
Yeah.
What about you?
I would say Kobe was like
Kobe.
Me, like when I got older, like just learning about his hustle mentality. Of course, I like him watching. When I first knew Kobe, I didn't like Kobe at first. Like, I was like, this guy's arrogant. This guy's, I just think he was like a bad guy. You know what I mean? But once I start to understand his mindset and his fervor, like you said, I started to understand it more. It's like, nah, he's trying to be the best he could possibly be. It's not that he has anything against somebody or he think he's better than somebody. No, he's trying to be the best person he could be, the very best to ever do this sport. You know what I mean? And he had to take on that kind of personality with the Mamba mentality, all of that. Even Nipsey, when I got older, Nipsey was somebody I looked up to, like as far as like business and like just him standing on 10 toes down, and him taking care of his family, him being an entrepreneur, businessman, all money in, just getting to it. So even Nipsey, when I was younger, I just did whatever when he was around, whatever my dad did. When my dad put us in baseball, we was in baseball. When my mom put us in basketball, hey, we was in basketball. So I didn't really have like people that I looked up to when I was younger, like a role model. I just did whatever my parents said. What I mean? So when my pops and my mom split and I was kind of like, I ain't got that guy to just tell me what to do, that's when I kind of started losing my way and I like fell into some stuff. My fraternity brothers were big for influence, my dean, Big Tokes, Charles Ogleby, Dean.
That all that, like you said, when you were older, not when you were younger, though, right?
Yeah. But when I was younger, I did what my dad said and my mom, but I didn't have nobody that was like stuck out. I played video games. I was just a kid.
Yeah.
But when I got into my teens, like my 18s, 17s, it became my fraternity brothers, the people around me. And, some of them did good stuff. Some of them did bad. So, we was outside. Yeah. We was outside. Yeah. So that's kind of how I fell into that. Maybe we could ask the people for a question. Why do you guys think people gravitate towards the acting, the music and the entertainment, the sports? Like, why do you think people glorify that and want to be that all the time? Like, maybe as a poll,
Um,
or a question.
well, we have to. I think rearrange a question, but something like
Yeah.
that the drawn out
hmm
answer. But yeah, we could ask. We can ask that.
Yeah. So that's for y'all guys. Why do y'all think people look up to that stuff so much, and why the community leans towards that?
Yeah.
Trying to be Future. I'm on that early. I'm on that early.
Future.
But yeah, but definitely whatever it is, man. Just find the right mentors. You know what I'm saying? Each one teach one, and just keep the cycle going in community as you just grow and you give back. Whatever you learn, give back. Whatever you got, give back. And each one teach one, no matter what profession it is, man.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
But yeah, but speaking of, that's a good segue. We're about to play a game.
Yeah.
I'm saying, actually, I do got. Hold on. Wait a minute. Where's it at? Oh, I got it. Here it is.
Time to play the game.
What was that? Edge?
Triple H.
Triple H. Okay.
The game. Triple H. Better know.
What's it called? The WrestleMania coming up soon.
It
Shout
is.
out to my WrestleMania fans.
But in
WWE.
light of Martin Luther King Day that's gonna be up, we're gonna play a trivia game. Trivia game about Martin Luther King. Let's see if we can how much we know our history about Martin Luther King, and if we can appreciate him a lot more after we get some questions right and wrong. We'll learn together.
Yeah.
But anyways, who want to go first?
You want me to ask you one first, or you want to ask me one first?
Ask me.
Hey, yeah, I asked you because I answered the one question first. Okay, so who first introduced legislation for Martin Luther King Jr. holiday in the U.S.?
What are the?
So Ted Kennedy, John Kerry, John Conyers, or Jesse Jackson?
I'm gonna say John Conyers.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go. Should I answer too? I'm gonna go Ted Kennedy. All right, John Conyers. Oh, you got it right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Kobe.
Love my history.
Yeah, that boy good, boy.
Yeah. All right. I got one. How many times did Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. find himself behind bars for his brave stand for civil rights? Was it 10 times, 15 times, 24 times, or 29 times?
Dang, that's all a lot. I'm gonna go 15.
You know what? I was gonna go there too, actually.
If it's more than that, I'm like, damn, that boy was insane. I'm like,
Bro.
they won't let me.
Bro. It was 29 times.
Dang, so the most. Dang.
Bro, 29.
Imagine that. And he's still like trying to do his thing.
Right.
Still fighting.
It was 29 times.
Can't keep a good brother down, man.
Nope. Well, they did keep him down, actually, but that's they actually did keep him down when he got shot.
Yeah, well, they had to put him down.
They kept him down.
Yeah, but he still lives. That's the crazy thing. Everybody still talk about Martin King.
Yeah, that's another. They use his. Anyways, continue.
Right.
What's the next question?
So, finish the title of the Dr. Martin Luther King book. Why we can't finish, unite, wait, go. I think I got a good feeling for
Say
this.
that again.
Finish the title of the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. book. Why we can't finish? Unite, wait, go.
Why can't we unite?
That's the same one I was gonna pick. Let's see. Nope.
Bruh.
What?
Is why can't we wait? Why we can't wait?
I was gonna say that was my first thought, and I should have went with it. I should have went with that.
Yeah, because you think about it, they were already kind of united. You know what I mean? It's civil rights, so
Yeah.
you think that one through. Okay. Two more.
Huh?
We'll do two more.
All right. All right. So this is something you got to complete. Complete the MLK quote. Faith is taking the first step, even when you don't see the whole picture, mountain, doorway, or staircase. I think this is easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna picture.
I'm going picture. We're both wrong. Staircase.
Staircase. What the hell? Who wrote that shit?
He did. He said it. What do you mean?
Martin was tripping. You know, smoking that cigar. He must have failed a couple times.
That bro got a PhD when he was like a teenager. What do you mean?
He must have failed a couple times.
All right, last one.
Okay. This one's kind of similar to the other one. Okay, this is a good one. Okay. Which boycott led by Dr. King lasted 385 days? So a whole year, or a little over a year. Montgomery bus boycott. Montgomery bus. Harlem housing boycott.
Mm-hmm.
Salem lunch counter boycott, or Birmingham school boycott.
I'm gonna say gosh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Montgomery.
You going Montgomery? I'm going with the Birmingham school boycott.
Well, let's see what it is.
The bus boy, yeah, that might be the one though. That's the one with not Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks.
What's the answer?
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna click on the Montgomery one. Yep, you're right.
Yeah,
I got any of them right.
Bruh.
Damn, Gina.
Well then. Well, hey, looks like I know a little bit of history.
A little bit more history.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
Yeah, that was funny. Shout out to MLK though.
MLK though.
Happy birthday, man.
You know what's next, man? It's the segment of the give back segment.
Oh yeah. Play that.
Yeah. Right.
Hey everyone, why like this and time like that and get one shopping, yeah, bad.
Yeah, walk like this, talk like that. And when I'm shopping, man, I'm buying all black. Walk like this, talk like that. And when I'm shopping, man, I'm buying all black. Buying all black, buying all black. Yeah, when I'm shopping, man, I'm buying all black. Buying all black, buying all black. Yeah, when I'm shopping, man, I'm buying all black.
Yeah. Do you have yours yet?
Yeah, I got one that came to mind.
Then shoot, my brother, shoot.
All right. So, in light of all the recent activity in LA, I wanted to mention the LA business. And, I said one of my influences was Nipsey Hussle. And So Nipsey Hussle passed, but I didn't get to meet him. But I felt like I would eventually meet him one day. And so this year or last year in 2024, I made it to Invest Fest in August in Atlanta. Shout out to the ATL. So his brother was there, Black Sam, and I actually ran into Black Sam, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like this dude was floating. I don't know if he had aura, bro.
Whoa,
Yeah. Oh, should I say pause after that?
bro. Too old to say, bro. Let's go.
But yeah, he had that like spirit about him. You know what I mean? Like I felt Nipsey Hussle spirit from him. Like it was different. You know, bro was cool as hell, bro. Like just straight chill, man. Like I told him, like, man, your brother was that dude, man. And he was like, much love, fam. And he like pounded his chest a little bit. Like I was like, man, salute, bro. So recently, you know, they started with the Marathon clothing.
Mhm.
So definitely shout out to Marathon Clothing. I'm probably gonna cop something eventually. But they started the burger joint, and it's called the Marathon Burger.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I wanted to shout out them. Hopefully one day I'll be able to visit them and support, you know, and keep Nipsey's legacy alive. You know, LA stand up, LA unified, and just yeah, the Marathon Burger. Y'all can go visit that. I don't know what street it's on. I don't think it's on Crenshaw. I think it's on another street. But I just wanted to shout out them. That's my business for today. Shout out to them. Go patronize their business. Go buy some burgers, some fries. You know, I heard it's good. So yeah, I'm a visit one day.
Well, I don't have a specific business per se. I just want to give a shout out to like special things like the Airbnb.org that helped out with
Yeah.
the fires. I want to shout out things like Planet Fitness that was opening to help people.
Yeah.
Um,
Lyft was helping.
helping. I want to shout out all these the businesses that were giving special, like, or dang near free for
Yeah.
just for the resource for their business for sure.
All the realtors that were offering their services for free.
Yeah, that's what I want to shout out for this.
The rescue centers, the homeless shelters.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
That's a-
yeah. And I should have looked more in depth of like certain places that opened up, but I know those like just in general. But
Yeah.
shout out to it all for sure.
I like that.
Yes, I want to give a round of applause for them. You know, for sure for all that, and for all the black people for all the black businesses out there for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Y'all, man.
we have come to the end of this episode, man.
Yeah.
I got a title for this episode too. Just
Oh, you got one? Okay.
y'all would know. But yeah, let's get these plugs out. As you know, it's easy. It's the Hustle Chronicles all across the board.
Yep. Every platform.
HUSTLE, and then Chronicles CHRONICLES, and of course our Twitter is DAC_02.
Yep.
Look us up on all the platforms. Yeah, all of them, to Twitter, to X,
Instagram, TikTok,
Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook group. Join the Facebook group. Join the
You
community.
know that's not a group, right? I'll have to tell
Well,
you
it's a page, but you know,
either way.
yeah. Y'all can comment in those in the Facebook group. Yeah, participate on the polls, answer the polls. That's how we talk to y'all.
And to let y'all know, Patreon is coming very soon. We're working on it. You can get the merch that you guys see. That just be on the third time.
Yeah. Cop some merch, y'all. Cop some merch.
Join our Patreon.
Get you a bucket hat. Get you a fitted cap.
Also, the Hustle Chronicles. Join our Patreon. It's cheap. Trust me, we ain't charging you much. You can even probably do a free trial. We'll probably run a promo for it, some type of contest. But yeah, you'll
get
see
that exclusive content.
Behind the scenes thing. You'll get early releases on our episodes, and other much more other things you can get. Just go through the Hustle Chronicles on Patreon.
Yeah, definitely do that. And then also, don't forget, subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Y'all, we need to get our subscribers up, man. Help us out.
Yeah,
appreciate those who subscribed already, but that's where our main visuals are going to. So if you ever wanted to see the visual of the show, see me, see Tyler, y'all can find us on YouTube and y'all can see the whole show. We got some clips that we're going to be posting up, all kind of things, you know.
Yeah, and truth is, like I said, we need it.
Yeah.
Truth is, we want to create the best show for you guys. So we need y'all to support. The more y'all give to us, we can give to y'all.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, baby. It's let's all join the hustle together, man. We in this together.
Yeah.
Without further ado, that's the episode, man. We love y'all.
Don't forget to follow Tyler at Tastefully Design on Instagram, on X, Tank of America. Make sure y'all follow me as well at St. Jones 34 on all platforms. So
yeah,
it's lit.
What it is, it's been so the Hustle Chronicles, baby. Y'all have a blessed one. See y'all later.
Peace and love. Y'all stay grinding. Blessings. Be safe out there, y'all.
We out.
God bless.